BookTube, my name is Emily and today I'm going to be giving you guys my June wrap up. I read I think 5 books in this month and I'm very excited about them. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The first book I read in the month of June was A Torch Against the Night by Saba Tahir. This is book 2 in the Ember and the Ashes quartet. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I want to give like a full description and all my thoughts on this book, but since this is a sequel, I don't want to spoil the first book for you guys. But I absolutely loved it. I think the writing and the plot has improved from the first book, and if you have not picked this book up yet, then I highly recommend reading it. The second book I read in June was A Reaper at the Gates by Saba Tahir. This is book 3 in the Ember and the Ashes quartet. It was actually released earlier this month, and this is my absolute favorite book of the series so far, and probably my favorite book that I've read this year. When I finished it, I was on the floor in the living room crying my eyes out because of all the feels. Like, it was just so good. The writing was fantastic. I cannot believe how amazing this character development is, and overall I'm still not okay. It was just such an amazing book. Seriously, highly recommend reading Ember and the Ashes. But I also at the same time feel like you should wait till the 4th book comes out because this one absolutely destroyed me. The third book I read this month was Our Dark Duets by Victoria Schwab. This is book 2 in the Monsters of Verity duology. I gave this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Nothing really happened until the last 100 pages of the book, and even then I wasn't very into it. I didn't like the characters as much as I did the first time I read it, which was kind of disappointing because I actually loved the idea of this book. It follows, it's set in a city called Verity, I think, and whenever someone does a crime, a monster is born from it. This follows a girl named Kate Harker, who is the daughter of the mayor, and also this follows a guy named August, who is actually a monster. He's probably one of the worst. What he does, he basically steals your soul through music. It's intense, and basically they kind of team up to figure out what is going on in the city, and chaos goes from there. I love the first one. I love Victoria Schwab, but I didn't really like this book. After that, I read Crowd of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 2 in the Throne of Glass series. Again, I will say it, I'm doing a major reread this year where I'm reading one Throne of Glass book each month to lead up to the release of the final book, Kingdom of Ash, book 7. The final book is going to be released at the end of October, I think, and I'm so excited, but I'm not prepared, and I am prepared. I want this so badly, but yes, this is the second time I read this book, and I loved it as much as I did the first time. I love these characters. I love this plot. I love Sarah J. Maas. I, again, would read anything that she produces, and I highly recommend her books. And the final book I read in the month of June is A Shadow Bright and Burning by Jessica Clues. I was actually kind of disappointed in this book. I had a lot of hopes for it, and it did not live up to my expectations. Felt the author didn't take any chances with exploring the world and the characters, and I felt like it was very plain. The characters weren't that exciting to me. I felt there was a lot of similarities to other books, including The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare, Harry Potter, and even Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. So that was a very disappointing. I did enjoy the second half a lot more than I enjoyed the first half, I will say, but I am going to be doing a full review on this book, and it'll probably be up after this video, so yeah, just stay tuned for that. That is all for this video. Please give a big thumbs up if you like it. Leave me a note in the comments down below what books you read in June. What was your favorite book? I would love to know. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell to get notifications for when I post again soon. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!